Notice I said purpose-driven content. You're not just making content, okay? As a Christian, you know, our life is so valuable, our time is so valuable, so we should not just making content for the sake of making content. The content we are making needs to be purpose-driven. Hey guys, this is Jeff here. Today I'm going to be having a conversation with one of my clients. She's a Christian creator. She's in an early stage right now. She wants me to help her come up with like a content strategy. I felt like, you know, a lot of people can find value in this call. I'm gonna record it as I'm just having a conversation with her. I have my laptop there. This is where I'm gonna be having the conversation with her. Sometimes I'll be looking straight at the camera. Sometimes I'm gonna be just looking at her because, you know, I'm literally having a conversation with her. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Put this bad boy here. The goal really, what you really want, you want to create purpose-driven content. Okay, this should be your goal. This I said purpose-driven content. You're not just making content, okay? As a Christian, you know, our life is so valuable, our time is so valuable, so we should not just making content for the sake of making content. The content we are making needs to be purpose-driven. Earlier, when you were talking, you said that it's hard for you to find your niche. I've seen so many people having that same issue. They think that they need a niche, when actually what they really need is a mission. And I'm gonna tell you why. So here you are stuck trying to pick a niche, but the truth is you don't really need a niche. What you need is a mission. Because guess what? That is what actually moves people. It's a mission. Myself, when I first started, I kept hearing, pick a niche, you know, man, you need to nail down. But I had a message that wouldn't fit in a niche. It was very hard for me to kind of figure out what should I do. And one day, I was in God's presence. I was having my God time. I really felt in my spirit, God was telling me, I need to stop narrowing down and I need to start leveling up. And then, you know, and then I started thinking about it deeper and deeper. Guess what? Our perfect ultimate example, Jesus, right? Jesus is our ultimate perfect example. Jesus did not niche down. He spoke to the fishermen. He spoke to the tax collectors. He spoke to the Pharisees. He literally spoke to everyone, you know, all this range. But one thing that did not change for him was his mission. Niche attracts, but a mission transforms, right? Niches are helpful for discoverability, but a mission, really, a mission is what's gonna keep people coming back. You know, think about it. Jesus himself did not brand himself as healer or as a rabbi or as a teacher, right? He said, I came to seek and save the lost. That's a mission right there. And when you have a mission, content becomes a calling. Because once you have a mission, now you don't think about like content like nothing. You literally, when you have a mission, you start posting random stuff just to go viral. That's number one, right? Number two, you start creating content that builds people up. That's, you know, call them higher or brings heaven into culture. Literally, you're doing your calling. You're working into your calling. So here's the framework I want you to do. Okay. I know you're writing down, you're taking notes. I'm going to go a little bit slower. Don't ask, what do I want to talk about? But you need to ask yourself, what breakthrough do I want to give to the people that are listening to me? What kind of freedom I want my audience to walk into? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. Your mission gives you permission to be multiple faceted because you're a human being. You know, you're not just one thing. For example, for me, right? I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a creative, I'm a pastor, and I'm a strategist. And all of this, that's okay, right? And your content doesn't need to be one-dimensional. When your life as a whole is not one-dimensional. So here's the challenge I want to leave you with today. Okay, this is the challenge. This is the thing I want you to think about this week, okay? When we meet next week, I'm going to ask you about these things I'm going to say right now. First one is, I want you to take 10 minutes. I want you to write one clear sentence that defines your mission as a Christian creator. Not your title, not your job title, okay? Not your skill set, your mission. So here's mine. I'm going to give you an example. I help Christian creators turn their calling into content that carries influence and impact. So what's yours? Watch this video over there if you want to know how your faith can impact the way you create content as a Christian. Comment mission down below if that helps to bring some clarity in your content strategy.